Halloween is the one night a year when a girl can dress like a total slut and no other girls can say anything about it.
Halloween is without a doubt the sluttiest holiday, and it's gonna be the easiest day of the year for you to finally get laid. Now, before you click off the video, Halloween's not all about getting laid. You can meet your future wife on a night out on Halloween just from the conversation starter based off your appearance. But the issue is, everyone dresses like dorks on Halloween. Like, you just get the cheesiest, most basic costumes that doesn't show off your sexiness, your attractiveness at all. So today, I'm just gonna teach you step by step how to mug all the other guys and be the best looking guy at any Halloween party you go to this year. Let's get it. We're gonna kind of copy the ladies with this one. So girls use this day as an opportunity to look as slutty as possible. They've got their boobs out, their butts hanging out. What do we have as men? It's gonna be abs, bro. Abs is gonna be the equivalent, but sadly most guys do not really have abs. But the good news is we have a little bit over a month to finally get a six-pack. So even if you're at an average body fat percentage, you can easily get lean enough to show off those abs for Halloween. So I'm just gonna make this segment super short before we get into the rest. So the first step is actually going into caloric deficits. So take your goal weight, multiply that by 10. That's the calories you want to eat. Now I actually want you to switch over to a carnivore/keto diet for this entire month, and then drink a whole bunch of water leading up to Halloween. Now this is gonna have your body in a completely shredding state. You're gonna be shredding tons of body fat and tons of water weight. But here's what I want you to do. The day before Halloween, so let's say you got a party at 10 p.m. on Halloween. The night before, I want you to stop drinking water, and then I want you to carb up. Eat as many carbs as possible, and then all day the next day on Halloween. This is actually what models and bodybuilders do to look as lean but as big as possible for that big day. And then before Halloween, you can also get a pump. Now, with any outfit, any costume that we're going with on Halloween, we want to look as sexy as possible. We want to show off those aesthetics, because when all these other guys are dressing like dorks, they're covered up and everything, they're draped in all these clothes, they're not really turning any girls on. It's like, oh, that's a neat costume, looks a little dorky, but it doesn't really arouse them. Whatever costume you decide to go with this year, I want you to integrate some of your own stuff into it to look unique. So number one, we want blood. Lots and lots of blood. I don't care if you're a pirate, I don't care if you're a surgeon, I don't care if you're a freaking ghost. Blood looks so sexy on Halloween. This is gonna be one of the primary things separating you from all the other costumes. So you wanna get fake blood and drip it places that kind of look more attractive. So drip it all over the neck, all over the mouth, all over the chest, and then the abs. Those are gonna be the best places to have this fake blood. Whatever costume you choose, this is gonna be the douchiest thing possible, but you wanna find a way to show off the abs. If you're Indiana Jones, show off the abs. If you're a pirate, show off the abs. If you're a Greek god, if you're a soldier, if you're freaking Leon Kennedy, find a way to show off the abs. Rip the shirt in half if you have to, whatever you do. Get those babies out there. I think nothing looks more sick than Robert Pattinson in the new Batman movie. Now, what looks so sick is going to be his eyeshadow. So right underneath and then all around, it just looks super messy, and he's just got a whole bunch of eyeshadow. So actually what I did last year, what I'll do this year if I decide to celebrate, is just go to Sephora, get some really cheap eyeshadow, and you can put it around the eyes. Now, whatever costume you roll with, this can actually fit. Now from this point on, you can pretty much choose whatever costume you want to, as long as you fit those key metrics I just went over. So you can just have a whole bunch of blood, some eye makeup, and then you can put on like a Freddy mask. Super simple, but it's gonna be sexy and seductive. The vampire can either look super sexy or super dorky. Now the dorky way to look like a vampire, which by the way, is my go-to costume like every single year. I think it just looks so freaking sick. But the dorky vampire is going to be like the 90s Brad Pitt type of vampire. So like you're wearing a button up, maybe you've got long hair. It looks too try-hard and it looks a little dorky. Now the sexy vampire is going to be shirtless with a leather jacket, tons of chains, covered in blood, just looks ferocious, aggressive. Like, do you not see the two differences between these vampires? Now you can use that philosophy with literally any of these costumes. Now, if you want to show off the entire physique, it's really quite simple, man. You want to either go with the Spartan or the Greek god. Do the photo shoot perhaps still look as big and lean as shredded as possible, but man, this is going to be the best way to show off that physique. I know in 1 month it's not actually enough time to grow taller and look a lot taller on this day. Before I actually give you tips to grow taller, one thing you can actually do on Halloween is put in some lifts or just wear super high shoes, because you guys know the importance of height modeling, looking taller than everybody, so this is going to be one of the best hacks. But if you want to commit to this, which may take a couple years actually to grow taller, but if you're serious about it, it's only 60 to 80% genetic, 20 to 40% environmental. Both my parents were roughly 5'8", 5'9", but I grew to 6'6". My brother is like 6'4", 6'5", in that ballpark. Now the primary thing is going to be nutrient deficiencies. 92% of Americans across all social classes are deficient in basic vitamins and minerals. When this happens, IGF-1 human growth hormone shuts down, closing those growth plates. So the solution is Titan Growth 2.0 on my website, kalosique.com, which has 500 to 1000% of all your daily required nutrients to make sure you can optimize your health to grow taller. Don't forget to pick up Hypno Sleep. Hypno Sleep contains GABA, which boosts HGH by up to 400%, valerian root and melatonin, all scientifically proven to boost HGH and make you knock out instantly. And don't forget to join KLOS VIP. This is my School of Looks Maxing with my 3-hour Looks Maxing Masterclass, 2-hour Height Growth Masterclass. Right now I've got the Female Nature Masterclass. Every 2 weeks we up on a group VIP call with me and all my students to go over any questions, go over the curriculum, help you level up. It's the best school of self-improvement. You gotta join now. Link in the description. I'm just gonna go over some more costume ideas that you can go with. So the Joker or a pirate, also really sexy, rebellious costumes you can go with. A prisoner is always gonna look super badass. Now, if you fall into my werewolf archetype, then there's a couple costumes you can do as well. So let's say you're hairier, maybe you got a beard. You wanna show this off? You can go with the Viking, you can be Thor, you could be a shirtless fireman, or you could be a lumberjack. All of these can be sexy, and remember to still follow my rules with the blood and the abs. If you still just want to have fun with it, you want to have something a little more feminine, a little dorkier, I think the best choices are going to be Ken from Barbie, or you can cosplay. Now, when it comes to cosplaying, I want you to actually choose a character that someone always says you look like. Like if you don't look anything like a Super Saiyan like Dragon Ball Z, then don't go with the Super Saiyan outfit, because then you'll just look like a geek. But if you look like Leon Kennedy and you dress like him for Halloween, a lot of people will catch it. They'll be like, oh, that's a sick costume, I like that. These are gonna be the basics of how to mog everybody on Halloween, and always follow my other social rules. You know, have that confidence, walk into the room, walk into the party as if you own the place, head up like you're super confident. Don't stare at any girls creepily, don't spark up any creepy conversation, don't go up to a girl and like compliment her in a really creepy way, like, oh, I like those titties. Don't do that. But yeah, just remain chill. If you got a sick costume, people will come up to you and it's gonna spark tons of conversations, bro. That's it. Subscribe if you're new. I love you with all my heart. Peace.